August 21st, 2019. It's Brian Whittle. I'm going to show a little quick video on the research vessel Wheelhouse FEED data collection system. FEED stands for Fisheries Environment for Electronic Data. We're in the Wheelhouse here, tied up in the harbor right next to the Coast Guard. There's the field station. Zooming in here, we open FEED. This is software built by Chris Bonzek at VIMS, Virginia Institute of Marine Science. This is software that's used on the NOAA trawl surveys, inshore and offshore. You can see opening it up, and hopefully, hey, we didn't get an error message. If for any reason any of this equipment that is wired into this system, such as the plotter, satellite compass, or the depth finder, or the wind direction and the vessel direction, if any of that was not responding or talking correctly to the feed, it would have told us when we opened. So you can see the data system follows the RVCAT model, basically. This is all information you would get in the op table, except for down here there's also some trawl op information, and that table only shows up if you use sample type 1. So this is showing the data that's already in the database. The database background is in Access, but we can also look at it by simply going here, and we could select any one of those data points to look at. Excuse me, any one of those serials. So I'm going to go back up to the most recent serial, give a little demonstration how we would enter data into this. Let's say we're done trawling at that site, we're at this next site. Captain Terry would click new serial. You would see it updated the serial by 1, use the update based on the GPS. Oftentimes when we're trawling or doing the same thing over and over, you just want to duplicate the previous. So we have a button in there for that. You could go back in and change any of these values if you wanted to. I'm going to tab through. Looks like we're doing about a 5-minute tow. Let's change that to a 1-minute tow, just for demonstration purposes. Now the trawl's being shot. Maybe we're on station, winches are locked down. Captain clicks tow begin. You can see all the pieces are filling in, associated with spatial information, temperature, surface temperature, station depth. The heading information came in. Our GPS speed, obviously, better not be anything over 0 because we're not going anywhere. And the wind speed. Now also you see this timer is counting down based on the time of 1 minute that we set. The captain can go about now filling out his log. All this data is now in Access and being backed up. I'm not sure how frequently we have that set. 12 seconds here, we'll be done. Should hear an alarm go off. Callback time. Op end collects all the GPS information, the time, depth, and heading. You can see it also filled in our average speed over that time, fishing depth, and the tow duration. Looks like we were 2 seconds longer than our minute. Again, here, often the trawl op data will stay the same, so we simply want to duplicate previous. Should have probably entered some warp data here, but we can fix that. So that is an example of how the Wheelhouse version 4.3 is working. All this data is ultimately linked through a local area network onto the back deck computers, which we're still working on setting up. But back there, all the electronic measuring boards and balances will feed into a biological program and allow us to enter the data. Thanks for watching.